What's up everybody, this is Goku here, and today I'm bringing you the next part of What If Goku's Legendary Super Saiyan Part 2. Now, we're continuing on what we left off, with Goku being trained by Kami once again. He would have been trained by Kami to handle much more of his legendary Super Saiyan power. Eventually, after mastering his Super Saiyan form, he would try to go with his legendary form, which would be much harder, but I want to say 33 years, he managed to perfect it and master it to its full potential, being able to be held by Kami. Eventually, after Goku trains, he's a lot more powerful and a lot more stronger. Now, if you want to for the power levels, if you want to, Piccolo is a lot stronger alongside everyone. Goku has already mastered his legendary Super Saiyan form, so he can use it as a base if he wants to. He practically has mastered legendary Super Saiyan, so yeah. You want to, Piccolo is a lot stronger because he knows how powerful Goku is. This Piccolo actually trains incredibly hard to actually keep up with Goku, but he does not prove himself too much. This Piccolo might be stronger than the original, but he still is no match for this Goku. This Piccolo has a power level of 1,300. Yes. He's incredibly powerful, but not to the same level as Goku. He does not have the insane potential that Goku possesses. Even most of the Z5s will rank up from 1,000 to 800 at best. If you're wondering, Tien and Chaozu still became good guys the same as the original. So yeah. Goku has incredibly high power level than the original, having a power level of 80,000. If you're wondering, I'm not far-fetching this. Goku practically training would even increase his power level. So I'm just low-boning it for now. Goku would have easily defeated Piccolo alongside almost all the other Z-Fighters. And in this timeline, instead of marrying Chi-Chi, Goku decided to marry Bulma. Yes, because Bulma actually managed to help Goku much more than Chi-Chi would have had in the original, because Goku was legendary Super Saiyan. Bulma would have actually helped Goku always try to calm down when he needed to, so he can regain his consciousness again. So Goku would have married Bulma. And eventually they will still marry like the same as like Chi-Chi and Goku, and they will have their child Gohan. If only he will most likely look like the same, except he has purple hair and blue eyes. So that's how Gohan would have looked. So yeah. Goku would have still continued his training throughout the 5 years, almost like take care of his family. If only Bulma would have not been strict with Goku of his training, but supportive of him because she knows if Big President Piccolo come, Goku needs to be prepared. But she knows that if they come, Goku can easily beat them. He just needs to train, which she allows Goku. When Goku was sometimes even helping out his family, he knows the responsibility of being a father. He can't explain to him. So that is why he knows the responsibility that he must take, not only as a father but also as a husband. So yeah, Goku is still trained throughout the 5 years and eventually accesses a new form, Legendary Super Saiyan 2. Yes, Goku managed to achieve that form and master it as well as his Legendary Super Saiyan. This form not being as much of a berserker form than his original Legendary Super Saiyan, just being much more powerful, but not the same level as Berserker as the original one. If you want to more, Goku will also have a gravity chamber which Bone would have made for him, and Goku will actually train with Piccolo. Piccolo actually decides to join in lines with Goku, see how powerful he is, he wants to get stronger, and see how far he can push Goku. So this is the power levels I'll be giving. If you're wondering, the Z fighters are strong, their power levels ranking from 1,200 to the power level of 900. So that's how powerful they are, the human Z fighters. For Piccolo himself, he has a power of 10,000. He is trained by a legendary Super Saiyan, so that doesn't make it far-fetched for him to reach that power level. For Goku himself, due to constantly evolving throughout battle, even though his opponent is weaker, Goku can have an astronomical power level. His power level in base is 500,000. He is almost close to Frieza's first form power level, and having a legendary Super Saiyan form which has a multiplier of 1 million just makes his power level go above the charts. So yeah. But when it still arrives on Earth, even though Goku is suppressing his power, Goku still go to Kami House and introduce Gohan. And the same as the original, with the additional Bulma on deciding to come. So yeah. When Ryan sees Goku, he actually his car picks up a power level of 50,000, which Ryan sees is broken. It tries to fight Goku, but Goku with just a flare his aura alone managed to push back Raditz is just showing how powerful his power is. Because when this is not even his full power, he's powered up in full power base and even acts as a core. Signifies if he's here to cause a problem to his family and friends, then he'll have to leave or die. It's his choice. But if he wants to join him, he'll not stop him. Remember, this Goku is much more mature because not only is he trying to handle the power of his legendary Super Saiyan form, but knows how to handle a tough situations. Right after hearing his brother's speech, we decided that his brother is right and he'll join them. If only Rats would have been trained by Goku, so he can become much stronger. Even though Rats is much weaker than him, Rats is no slacker. If you're wondering, Rats does not possess the immense potential of Goku as a legendary Super Saiyan, but he does possess incredibly more potential than the original. So yeah, if you're wondering, by that time Rats is trained with Goku, Gohan actually joined their training, with Goku actually helping Gohan achieve Ikari, helping him control it alongside Raditz. Since still has his tail, he can utilize the power of Ikari as much as he wants. Goku has removed his tail because he thought he didn't need it, so he just doesn't bother with it. Goku would have constantly used his energy Super Saiyan 2 to try to evolve much further, but it seemed is much more difficult because he's still trying to gain a mastery over the draining of his ki. Raditz would have trained with Goku and it actually achieved the Super Saiyan. Yes, Raditz actually achieved the Super Saiyan a long time ago by just training with Goku alone. Because remember, Goku is literally Super Saiyan and Raditz has much more potential. So yeah, it will actually make sense. For the humans, they would have been trained by King Kai instead of Kami. Because Kami would actually decide for him to train with King Kai. If you're wondering, the two humans that would be trained under King Kai would have been Tien and Krillin. They have been trained by King Kai for a couple of months, and then used her power to train alongside the other humans to learn the Kaioken. Goku also decided to learn that technique alongside Piccolo. Raditz will not bother with it because he doesn't not think it will just be useless for him. Raditz decided to master Super Saiyan, and honestly throughout the 1 year he managed to do so. Now here's the power levels I'm giving the Z fighters after the 1 year of training. The humans are ranking from a power level of 10,000 to 8,000 of the weakest, and Piccolo ranging for the power level of 120,000. This Piccolo is really strong in comparison to his Kaioken counterpart, and with this power level, he can actually push his Kaioken to times 50. Because not only has an Namekian regeneration, but also has much more ki than the original because he's much more powerful. For Raditz, he has a base power the same as Piccolo, 120,000, but having mastered Super Saiyan, it actually gives it a multiplier of 80, which he's above Piccolo in comparison, having actually increased power though. For Gohan, I would say he's stronger than Raditz, but not by a large margin, having a power of 150. It's not by too big margin, but he still has not mastered Axis Super Saiyan. He has mastered Ikari, of course, but not Super Saiyan. Goku would have managed to master his energy Super Saiyan 2 and trying to go in for beyond, but it seems he's still hitting a wall. He managed to actually combine his energy Super Saiyan with Kaioken, actually pushing it to times 5 on top of his legendary Super Saiyan form, and he wanted to see if he can do that with his legendary Super Saiyan 2, but he'll try another time. Goku has a base power level of 3 million. Remember, Goku is legendary Super Saiyan, so it's not far fetched to think that he'll manage to achieve this high power level. So yeah. The Saiyans were right the same as the original, except that Goku intervened in their landing, landing them in the desert. With Raz and with Nappa and Vegeta seeing how powerful everyone is, we decided to introduce them to great apes. Waco was deciding to let the Z fighters handle it because he does not think it would be a challenge for him. Rats would have fought with Vegeta while the humans and Piccolo would have easily handled Nappa. If only the humans can actually access a Kaioken times 8 to times 10 in short bursts. Kaioken times 10 in short bursts with Kaioken times 8 at a little bit much more strain, so yeah. They'll easily defeat Nappa, and Rats will easily hold Vegeta. Using a card, he'll easily manage to beat Vegeta. He'll try to kill him, but Goku will tell Raditz to spare it because he sees potential in Vegeta. But Miles says that Vegeta starts to die. Goku sighs, saying that maybe his brother is right, and he allows Red to kill Vegeta. Yes, Goku knows that his brother's been through a lot, so he won't stop him from his choice. Even though he wants to let Vegeta live, Rise will not let him live. So yeah, they'll also find out because of Rice's power not being as much as broken as the original, because Bowen would have fixed it throughout the 1 year. They'll actually hear Frieza hearing about the Dragon Balls. If when they don't actually, Vegeta explain that in their battle, Vegeta won't say that some of them will die, but Piccolo will just say that they have Dragon Balls and they can revive each other if they want to. So yeah, after hearing that, both Goku and Ryan would have been sure they need to go to Namek to stop Frieza. And this is the end of part 2 of What If Goku was Born of God. Hope you guys enjoyed it and wait for more.